my meal kit delivery, I chose the vegetarian box, and the meals that I received were the salsa verde enchiladas, harissa sweet potato pockets, and the
What up? What's going on, everybody? This is BucosLocker, the host of BucosLocker Room Talk Playoff Edition. Yes, indeed, I know. We are here once again. Come on into the locker room. We had a long day of practice. Now it's time to go over some things. Talk about some things. You know how this goes in the locker room. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, and share all the videos, because this channel cannot grow without your help. So keep supporting the channel. Shouts out to the Bandits. Shouts out to the Pirates. Shouts out to anybody in the Buck community that supports the team. Keep supporting the team as we move forward in the playoffs. We are one game away from the Super Bowl. Let me give a couple shout outs in the chat room as the chat room fill up. Josh Woodard, You Wish, Maverick Angel, Malcolm Harvey, one of the shooters, Le'Veon Carson, Edward Grady, Christopher Simmons. Y'all know what to do. We about to have a little conversation. This ain't gonna be a long locker room conversation. I'm gonna try to keep it about 30 minutes. So I gotta get right to it. I got things to do. Just got done doing a latch cable on my driver's side door. So that was a fun project. So, and I got some more projects I gotta do outside of BucosLocker. But I'm still gonna make time every day this week. I'm going live. I'm gonna try to go live between 3 and 5 every day. So just want to kind of give y'all a heads up about that right now. Well, the old account still has like 900 and something subscribers. So I think some of those subscribers are already back over in this channel right here. I just think that they haven't unsubscribed from BucosLocker too. So I think I got most of those subscribers back. I probably should be at 4,000, maybe close to 5. But you know, it is what it is. We about to get there anyway, over 3,500. So we making moves. Yabba dabba doo, Old Navy. Yabba dabba doo, your Old Navy. So let's get down to it. Now I've listened to I watched a couple things. I went back and watched last season game against the Packers. But before I get into that, I kind of wanted to touch on something when it comes to the Bucs fans and big media, NFL talking heads, and other fan bases. Let me make this clear. And I knew this was going to happen. A lot of shade been thrown at us from other fan bases, joking about us, talking about we suck, and you know, calling us all kind of names about the organization and all that. Let me make this clear to the Bucs fans. Stick up for your team. Stick up for the Bucs. Defend your team. Defend this organization. I know it hasn't been great, in history shows that. But do not let these talking heads, these fan bases, take a crap on our team, because our team has success right now and their team is sitting at home. Defend the Bucs. Let me make that clear. Defend the Bucs. Don't defend one player. Don't pick and choose who you want to defend. Defend the name. Defend the organization. Defend the team. TEAM. Caps. So when you're in these conversations in these Facebook groups, on Twitter or Instagram, whatever platform it is, and they're talking about our team, make sure you defend the team. Do not separate a player from the team. This is team success. The team got here. Forget about those NFL talking heads in particular. And I got to call this guy out. And I know I'm just a little channel. I'm just a little low channel. I'm a little low channel. But Skip Bayless is the most asinine one out there. He continues to belittle the organization to promote Tom Brady. His guy. Called us sucking ears? Really? The team sucked? Like we didn't know that? Like we wasn't along for the ride? Skip Bayless and other guys out there. Remind you, he's the leader of this. Now, I can only imagine within the NFL community, talking heads and analysts, they don't care about the Bucs as a whole. And it's just annoying as hell to listen to guys like Skip and other guys belittle the organization, belittle the team, belittle the Tampa Bay Buccaneers like we just straight up trash. Like, and that's ridiculous. Sucking ears. So I told y'all this. I told y'all before the season started. They don't care about Tampa Bay. They don't care about Tampa Bay Bucs. Now that we got success, it's like they just brushing us to the side, like we just along for the ride. Like Levante David and Devin White and Mike Evans and number 76 and Ali Marpet and Cameron Brayton, amongst others, didn't do anything. That's ridiculous. To belittle the organization to push your guy. And even within the Bucs fan base, for those people that was not a Bucs fan before, now you a Bucs fan now because of one guy, because of Tom Brady, shame on you that you don't support the team and you only here to support one player. Really? And that's cool. But we all know who the real Bucs fans is. And we all know what analysts support the Bucs. We know. Don't let me send my bandits to your Twitter page and troll you, Skip Bayless. And we will do that. We will troll you. I will send my bandits and pirates and we will troll your Twitter page hard. Just because. Uh, 813 Sports. Max Kellerman 2. No wonder Stephen A. Smith made a living off of torching Max and Skip. Yes! Appreciate the super chat. 813 Sports. Yes! I get tired of hearing these guys, these talking heads, just run their mouth about our team like we ain't nothing. I'm about to send them bandits and pirates over there to y'all YouTube page, to y'all Twitter page. Edward Grady, in your opinion, has the Packers gotten better at here in the playoffs? In my opinion, it's the play of the O-line and running game. Well, in my opinion, matter of fact, I got a chance to gloss over the Bucs and Packers game last year versus the Packers now. Yes, they are a different team. I mean, the same players, but the different team, right? It's a different. They got a different attitude. They've been playing very well since that game. I mean, since we shellacked them and took them to the woodshed, go look at the Packers and what they have done since the Bucs game. They've been beating some people up. I don't know what happened that game. I thought it was going to be a much better game. I don't know what happened. That was a weird game. It was an outlier, and I'm going to be honest. As a Bucs fan, that game, the Bucs and Packers last year was an outlier. It just didn't feel right. And the Bucs took advantage of it. But yes, the Packers have gotten better, and they're playing very well across the board. They handle injuries very well. They spread the ball around. You really can't focus on the receiver. They played the number one defense last week. I know Aaron Donald was hurt, but still, they still got players on that team. Their secondary, number one secondary in the NFL, and Aaron Rodgers made them look like they were nothing. Even without their Pro Bowl left tackle, all-pro left tackle, that backup left tackle held up very well, and he's been holding up. So they're going to come in with a different attitude. Dave went over the tape. Matt LaFleur has been watching. I'm pretty sure they circled us and told themselves, if we see them in the playoffs, this is what we're gonna do. So, as I dive into the real conversation, I just want to get it off my chest and appreciate the super chat. And I wanted to get that off my chest about Skip Bayless and Max Kellerman and all those knuckleheads. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna gather an army of maybe about 50 of us. We're gonna pay a visit over to Skip Bayless's Twitter page and Max Kellerman's Twitter page, and just trying to, just touch bases with them, let them know that we here, and it's just more than just one player when it comes to the Bucs. Buccaneers, that just irks my nerves. Like, he literally said we suck. Like he just dismissed the whole entire team to push a narrative. That bothered me. Didn't like that. And we got Bucs fans, so-called fans, doing the same thing. So, don't worry. We'll pay Skip Bayless and Kellerman and the rest of them knuckleheads a visit. Just to say, hey, knock on their door. Anyway, so as I was saying, let's get down to the business, right? So the Packers, right? Let's talk about the Packers and what they're capable of doing in this Sunday's game. I believe this game, in my early thoughts, I have got to do some more, some analyzing and watching some film and get kind of listening around, because you got to read articles, you got to listen to what other people say, and you got to come up with your own observation, your own theory, your own thoughts. But you do listen to what other people say. I'll expose fake Bucs fans all day. They dare to come on here and say they call themselves Bucs fans. Anyway, but my early thoughts about this matchup, particularly about Green Bay. Green Bay is an explosive offense, and I'm saying this, and I'm basing this on after we played them. Up until the Rams game, after we played them, up until the Rams game, they have done a pretty good job. Matt LaFleur has made his adjustments. They overcame injuries. They're a well-balanced team. The play calling is really good. On the offensive scheme standpoint, you really can't focus on one receiver, even though the other receivers don't have a big name. Valdez Scantling, Tunyon, St. Brown, and Devontae Adams, Lazard, Aaron Jones can catch the ball and run. So these are things that, we jumped on them, we punched them in the mouth, but do we really expect to see the same Packers from last year in this game Sunday? Perry Mathis says, can't forget Emmanuel Acho. He's been killing the Bucs. Yes, he's been killing the Bucs. We're going to pay him a visit too. Don't worry. I'm going to gather a team of bandits and pirates, and we're going to take a boat ride over to their Twitter page one day. I'm going to gather about 50 of us, and we're going to take a boat ride over to their Twitter page and play around with them for a little bit. Back to back to back to back. Get on his page and just let him know. Can't be doing that. Nick Wright too, all those guys. We're going to pay a visit. I'm going to get about 50 of us. We're going to go over. We're going to get on the boat. I'm going to steer the ship over to their Twitter page. And we're going to pay a nice little visit. Yeah. Anyway, but as Bucs, the Bucs defense played a very, very, very good game against the Packers last year, early in the season. It was very early. Now, this is, like I said, if you think that this is the same, that we're gonna play the same Packers team we played, I think it was week 6, week 7, whatever. It's not the same Packers team. Remember, you can't have it both ways, Bucs fans. I like to bring a little reality check in some of the Bucs fans, because I see a lot of us will just running our mouth and just saying all kind of stuff, and whatever the case may be. How we played against the Saints is we can't play like that against the Packers. Even though we beat the Saints 30-10, but the Bucs team gotta turn it up a notch. Special teams gotta clean up. Offensively, got to be a little more consistent, particularly the passing game, right? The running game is there. Stick with the running game, right? Because remind you, we beat them 38-10, but they still an explosive offense. See, the same way you said that when the Saints had our number and the Saints beat us, 4 times in a row dating back to 2019, prior to the game last Sunday, the Saints was beating us, right? And they can't beat us 3 times in a row and yada, 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 right? And we beat the Saints, right? The 5th time we beat them, Now here goes the Packers. We steamrolled the Packers, and now it's the Packers ain't nothing. You get where I'm going with this. You can't belittle what the Bucs did to the Packers. You can't be like, oh yeah, the Packers ain't no good. We beat them 38-10. It's gonna be the same. No, it's not. Y'all know this. So before you start running around here claiming that it's gonna be 38-10, wake up. If it happens to be 38-10 again, great. But let's take a second here and think. The same way we were getting trashed about losing to the Saints was the same way when we beat the crap out of Green Bay. Green Bay was getting trashed by us, by the media. Fast forward into the playoffs, we meet again. The same way we was talking about the Saints game and how the Saints not going to beat us, what you think the Packers fans and their organization and Packers followers are doing to us? They're doing the same thing we did to the Saints. They're not going to beat us like that again. They're not going to beat us again. No way. You can't have it both ways, Bucs fans. You can't say, oh yeah, we trash the Saints and then trash the Packers and act like the Packers ain't no good now. Can't do that. Same scenario, folks. We beat them pretty good. You don't think they licking their chops to get back on the Bucs? Now they at home, they got home field advantage. The same way we felt about the Saints beating us up. And then when we beat the Saints, or when the Bucs beat the Saints, and we just talking all kind of crazy noise. Leading up to the game, we was like, oh, the Saints ain't no good. The Saints ain't going to do the Saints ain't going to do that. Granted, we beat them, but the same energy that we gave the Saints is the same way the Packers are going to give us the same energy that we gave the Saints. That's all. Going into this game, there's got to be an understanding as a fan. There's a thing called being a fan. Also being a realist. Don't never forget that. Don't never separate the two. We all love our team. We support our team all day, but be realistic too. Everything's not going to be smooth. Cookies and cream. Everything's not going to be like that. Yes, we beat the Packers 38-10. I'm not knocking that. But in my mind, you think I'm thinking that again? No, because I'm being realist. I'm being a realist about this game Sunday because the stakes are higher. If you play competitive sports, or even at your job, if your job is competitive, when things get tight, things get a little bit amped up. You play a little harder. You fight through injuries. You be a little bit, pay attention to more details. And there was a lot of things that the Packers did wrong last year against the Bucs. And we capitalized. We punched them in the mouth, and they didn't recover. You don't think the Packers going to be wearing a mouthpiece this time? You don't think they train hard in practice and watching film? You don't think Matt LaFleur and his team didn't study tape on Todd Bowles' defense and what they was doing, which was amazing. Which was amazing that Todd Bowles' defense was able to do that. To Aaron Rodgers. He threw 2 picks that game. He only threw, 5 or 6 the whole season? He got sacked, 4 times? He got hit a lot and pressured a lot. That was unusual. That was an outlier game. That was a weird game. I enjoyed it because we won, but you get where I'm going with this. If you go back and look at the Packers season, that don't usually happen. Actually, didn't happen that much at all. So we were able to take advantage of the Packers not being ready for what Bruce Arians presented to Matt LaFleur's offense. Now y'all see what I'm talking about, right? I'm not talking about the Bucs offense versus the Packers defense. So y'all see the narrative of what I'm painting right now in this locker room talk, playoff edition. Packers offense versus the Bucs defense, setting the tone early. I told you I'm never too much worried about the offense, because at any moment it can just turn up and we good to go. Packers offense versus Bucs defense. Remember last week it was the trenches and the coaching. Here we go again. Different team, different point of view. Packers offense, Bucs defense. That's the matchup. Can the Bucs do the same thing they did, exactly what they did last year against the Packers? Yeah, to a certain degree. And there was mixing and matching, but the one thing that they were doing consistently, blitz, and not just a blitz, a delayed blitz. Devin White, Levante David. Not just a delayed blitz, but it was a tackle in stunt with a blitz, and the Packers O-line had no answer for it. Can the Bucs blitz that heavy this time and not think that Aaron Rodgers will be prepared to combat that? There will be some adjustments made from the Packers offense and the play calling. But we're going to find out real early. And y'all know how this works. We're going to find out real early what is it going to be. That first quarter is that, that feel out phase. Remember that the Packers jumped on the Bucs early, and then we took over. Defense played lights out, and that was when the defense was at an all-time high. And as the season progressed, the defense started playing a little. They regressed as the week started. So to say the defense got better after the Packers game, actually it started declining. And then we hit that road bump in the middle of the season. And then in the back end of the season, we won 4 games in a row. Granted, it was against bad teams, but, the defense picked up and got confidence. And then the Washington football team, Taylor Heineke chucked the ball around. I was like, oh, Lord. And then Sunday just passed. The defense played very good after the first quarter. Actually, they played good the whole game, holding the Saints to 6 points in the red zone when the Saints had the opportunity. 2 opportunities in the first quarter to be up 14-0. The defense held their own because of the special teams didn't do their job. Keith Armstrong. But y'all get where I'm going with this. It's that the Packers offense, the Bucs defense, tone setters. Will the Bucs continue their aggression? Will the Bucs continue to put heat on Aaron Rodgers? As good as he's been playing, but every quarterback has kryptonite. But what if Aaron Rodgers is able to make his adjustments and play calling at the line and combat the blitz and make the adjustments? Then what do we do? The Bucs better have a counterpunch. Todd Bowles better have a counterpunch, because this ain't the New Orleans receiving corps. You can play man, but when you play man, you're running with the receivers, and now you're leaving running lanes open. And Aaron Rodgers do have escapability to make plays with his feet or extend plays, unlike Drew Brees. So these are the things that y'all gotta be mindful of. From Drew Brees to Aaron Rodgers is a different animal. A better arm, more mobile. That's what we got to deal with. That's what Todd Bowles and Devin White and Levante David and Dominican Sue, JPP, and the rest of the gang, Carlton Davis, they got to be ready to make the adjustments on the fly. It's gonna be cold. In the 20s, it's going to be snowing. 40% chance, the last time I checked. 40% chance of snow. So it ain't going to be all sunny or in a dome. The Bucs have gotten away with a lot as far as the schedule. Yeah. Look at the schedule, folks. That schedule was set up perfect for the Bucs to make it to the playoffs. Not only make it to the playoffs, but to avoid cold weather teams. outdoors. Now here's our first real game, or our first game of the year, when it's cold as hell. I'm very curious to see how the Bucs react to that. But I just want to give you some early thoughts about what I think about the game. Very important that the Bucs get out to a fast start. Look, Green Bay cold is different from anybody else cold. You can't compare the two. I lived in DC. It ain't the same. I get it. You're trying to do the comparison. 34 degrees in Washington D.C., 34 degrees in Green Bay. No, good try though. Don't work. Different animal, different type of weather in Green Bay. The field is different. It's like concrete. So to compare DC and Green Bay weather at 34 degrees, that was not a good comparison. No offense, but, good try. They call it the frozen tundra for a reason. But you don't think about DC, you don't think about frozen tundra. So, but good try though, good try. But I'm very curious to see how the Bucs react to the weather, the climate. We're gonna find out early too. We're gonna find out early, and the Bucs gotta get out to a fast start. They really do. They really, really do. Must not get off to a slow start against the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field, because if the Bucs play lackadaisical, Green Bay just gonna get confident, more confident. Remember, Green Bay's at home. They're comfortable. We gotta make them uncomfortable. Not from a fan base standpoint, but the team. They have to make Green Bay uncomfortable at home, at their house. It's like going into somebody's house with your shoes on, walking on their carpet, and getting on their couch with your shoes on. Dave Chappelle style. That's how the Bucs got to be. Because if they don't do that, Green Bay's going to get more confident, more swagger, and they're just going to start styling out there. You know how Aaron Rodgers is. He do all this extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? 17-0. Aaron Rodgers doing all this discount double checking and doing all this. Can't do that. Cannot allow Aaron Rodgers and the company to get all comfortable. Aaron Jones putting his glasses on. Y'all know how this works. I'm telling y'all, man. The weather is not on our side. Go look at the games last year, folks. Warm weather, no rain really. Couple slick fields, but the Bucs played in some nice weather for the whole year. They did. As the Bucs as a team is not used to this. So when you try to focus on one person, it won't work. The team as a whole is not used to this. You can nitpick players all you want to, but 52, 53, 50, 49 other guys, they're not you. NFC South is just not the same as the frozen tundra. Playing in domes, Atlanta, New Orleans, Los Angeles, at home, Minnesota, Chicago early, the Raiders, Broncos early, Chargers, the weather was nice. No rain, no nothing. Different animal at frozen tundra. What is the Bucs record in the cold weather? See where I'm going at? What is the Bucs record when it comes to cold weather? When it comes to temperatures under 40 degrees? Can't focus on one guy. It don't work. I told you how it works. How this channel works. What is the Bucs record when the weather is cold? The Bucs not only going to have to overcome the Packers, they're going to have to overcome elements. That's a part of the game. It's a part of the game. This is a unique challenge for the Bucs. And like I said, if the Bucs win, y'all know the story how it's gonna go. They're going back home to Tampa. Nice weather in February. And oh, by the way, let me make an announcement right now. So, if just in case, those of you that's in Tampa right now, I've already booked my flight to Tampa. So I will be there Super Bowl weekend if the Bucs win. So my ticket is booked. And if they don't go, I'll just cancel and get credit. But I've booked my ticket to be in Tampa February 6th. Super Bowl weekend. I will be there, and I'm going to be at Raymond James tailgating. I'm not going to be inside. I'm not going to be inside. I'm not. Them tickets is ridiculous. I can't. I'm not going to spend $2,000-$3,000 on tickets. But I will be by the stadium, right across the street, tailgating, walking around, doing live videos, everything. Yeah. Might even interview some people. So I just want to. I know I seen the prices on the tickets, and I'm not for that. I'm not for that. I'm not spending $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, and it's not even going to be a packed stadium. They're going to let some fans in, but it won't even be a lot of people in the stadium. So I'm not paying all that money to kind of like sit in an empty stadium. But I'll be there. See, I thought ahead of the game. See, this is what y'all gotta understand. I said Super Bowl or bust, and I meant that. I got my tickets. That's how much confidence I had. So, to you haters that did not believe me, we're one game away. Now, what are you gonna say to BucosLocker? I'm still hating on the Bucs. I'm low key wanting them to lose. I low key hate the Bucs. When I'm the one out here defending the Bucs, making the videos, taking an hour of my time to do all this every week, I'm hating on the Bucs low key. I dare you say that to me. I dare you. I told y'all, Super Bowl or bust. When are you going to get the picture? I told you. Now look at me. I'm smiling, talking about, ha, told you so. One game away. And don't let us go to the Super Bowl. It's going to get worse for you haters that did not believe me, that was throwing shade at me in the comment section. I read comments, folks. I go back and read. Oh, he don't like the Bucs. He don't want them to go to the Super Bowl. He low-key hating. Oh, he's a low-key Winston fan. Oh, you look real stupid right now. So I'll be in Tampa, dancing with my Bucs gear on, while you still hating on the channel. I just want to say it. I just want to put it out there. I told y'all, man, Super Bowl or bust. But and as I wrap this video up, I just want to give my early thoughts, and I gotta watch some more highlights and tape on the Packers, and not just the Bucs and Packers game. I'm watching what the Packers did against other teams, similar teams that plays like the Bucs, like defensive wise. And so I'm not just watching the Bucs and Packers game. I'm watching the Packers, what they did in the season against teams, or coming off a loss, or coming off a rough game. What have they done defensively that's been better? They have a good pass defense, but you can run the ball in the Packers. I think the Bucs know that. And you saw last week, or you saw this past Sunday, the running game was detrimental, which was a big deal for the Bucs. It helped the offense as a whole, sustained drives and move the ball, even though the passing game wasn't great. And here we go again, another team with an aggressive secondary, but a shaky run defense. Let's see if Bruce Arians stick to the formula. Running game matters, and I'll talk about that tomorrow. So keep believing that the running game don't matter. Keep believing bombs away. Proves my point Sunday. I do this. I do this. Renegade matters. Trenches matter. Anyway, with that being said, I appreciate y'all coming into the locker room, joining me with a nice little smooth chat. Not too long, about 35 minutes. I'm hungry. I just got done eating some fruit about an hour ago. Some oranges and some apples. I'm always eating fruit. But I'm hungry. So I gotta eat something. With that being said, shouts out to all the bandits, all the pirates that's in the chat room. Subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and when you do subscribe to the channel, like the videos and share the videos. And make sure you hit the notification bell icon to help this channel grow. Because this channel will grow with the help of you. And join the Bucs family. Join the crew, the bandits and the pirates in this journey to the Super Bowl and future success with this organization. We're on our way up, folks. Enjoy the ride. And we're going to stay there for a while. With that being said, I want y'all to fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag, and we one more biscuit away. One more. Risk it to get the biscuit. One more biscuit. And we'll be there. With that being said, hashtag no excuses. Hashtag no excuses. Hashtag ain't no chill. Hashtag frozen tundra. Hashtag NFC Championship game. Hashtag I'm about to get off, buddy, man. I got some stuff to do, man. But I'll be back on tomorrow. I got to do something real quick. I just want to drop a little video. That was Travis. Travis if you want to do your live, you can come back on. But I got some errands to run. But I'll be back on tomorrow between 3 and 5. So it's about to be 5 o'clock. So I got something to do in about a couple minutes. So I'll be back on 3 to 5 tomorrow, folks. So we'll have some more fun tomorrow. Hashtag Super Bowl or bust. I know it stings. It stings. It feels different. Deuces.